Good day, everybody. Today's a very cold day. It's February 10th. It's like 6 degrees, 7 degrees outside. It's been raining, so the house is a little bit cold today. And I decided to make a soup. This is something I do very often, so I'm gonna show you how it's done in case you don't. It's really simple, and there are a lot of variations that you can do. And I'm going to show you one, and I'm going to tell you what else you can do to make it better, okay? I'm going to show you the simple one. So let me show, here it is, okay? So this is the ingredients. I'm going to use just one piece of chicken because it's just for me. So you need to wash it. Dun, dun, dun. Just because it's chicken, not for anything else. And you can use potato, that's optional. You can you will need some tomato. If you don't have real tomato like myself, I will use smashed tomato. This one has onions on it, so it's a little bit better, so I don't have to use the onions. This is the pasta that we're going to use. It's I think it's called ravioli, I'm not really sure. It's like a macaroni, and you can use, as I already said, you can use potato. I'm going to use rice. That's also optional if you like it. Salt and oil. So because the chicken and the potato take longer to cook than the rest of the ingredients, I'm just going to use part of the potato. I don't know, I'm not going to use it all. So what we're going to do, also you can use whatever you want to give it some smell, like, and this is laurel. You can use this if you want, but that's just to give it a little bit of smell or taste. And there's this thing that's called it's called chicken something. It's I don't know how this is called in English. You use it to give flavor for the stuff. So it's made of chicken. So for the potato, you need to put it in a bag, a plastic bag, to cook it. So this takes a long to cook it on water, and this also takes a long to cook it on water, but if you cook it on the microwave, it's going to take only 2 minutes. So I'm going to defrost it for 4 minutes. I'm going to use the microwave. If you have your microwave, it should have a defrosting option, and then I'm going to cook it for 1 minute, okay? I'm going to put both together to save some time. So now I have some remnant of this here, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to bring this here. So I'm going to put some oil just to cover the surface. Okay. Then you need to warm it up. Maybe I should have done that before. And the quantity of rice is optional as well. I think I need to tell you how much, but what I'm going to do is, again, I'm just going to cover the surface. So these are like a quarter of coffee tar, or a coffee cup. It's very small quantity. It's pretty much like this quantity on a coffee cup. And this one also the same. We just need to cover the surface, so this will be enough. So you can see it's just covering the surface. I think this thing is like 5 liters, so 1.5, maybe it's 1.2, 1.5 gallons. Now you will need a spoon as well. You won't need all this thing, it's too big. So I'm gonna cut it on 3. Like this. We still don't need it. I'm just cutting it now. I'm explaining why. We need to fry the rice and the... Let me put a little bit more. Just a little bit, because as you can see the surface is not completely covered. So this is another brand. I hope I don't have any issues. I shouldn't. What I do is I use all mayonnaise jars to keep the rest of the pasta safe. So it's a good tip. I can throw it back to the trash. Now this is starting to warm, so you will start to hear the noises of the rice and the pasta frying. You just wait a little bit until it's warm. So 4 minutes have passed. The chicken is still on the microwave together with the potato. Let me check on that. So what I did to defrost the chicken is I put it on the microwave half of the power for 4 minutes. It's almost done. It's not. So let me put it here and let me show you. The potato is still hard, so it's not ready. It's not done. I will put it 1 more minute on the microwave, but now full power. I put them all together, but I will put this alone. So there's a thing, all the microwaves are different, all the power levels are different. My microwave, I think, something between 1000 watts and 500 watts. I think 1000 watts, so make your calculations accordingly, or if you know, or to be sure, put the chicken half power 2 minutes. I think it's better to do that and then check it. It should be almost done. If it's like that, it's ready. That's in order to avoid the chicken to get burned. And so it's better to try, so it won't happen anything. You put it a little period of time, half power 2 minutes, and then check it. If it's ready, okay. If it's not, put it another 2 minutes, half power, and then you will know for sure how much time it will need. I did that before. I put it half 1/3 of the power for minutes. It wasn't finished, so I put it again. So right now I know how much it takes for 1 piece of chicken. So if you put 2 pieces, you will need to do the same. You will need to calculate how much time you need it. And so my recommendation is start with slow power, small quantity of time, like 1 minute or 2, and then you can add more time. That way you will go safer. Then instead of using high power a lot of time, you will ruin the food, and there's no way back. So now it's frying. It's been 5 minutes. So I mix it. You need to mix it. What you're trying to do is fry the pasta a little bit so it turns brown. The rice is ready, the pasta's not. So I'm gonna move the pasta to one side or move the rice away so the pasta gets more heat. What happened was that the rice went to the bottom and it didn't let the pasta to burn. So I'm gonna give it a better chance to the pasta to fry. Okay. So this will take you around 5 to 10 minutes. This process of frying is it depends on how hot is your stove as well. Put it in the middle. Again, I recommend to go middle, and then what you're looking for is brown, not completely brown, but like partially brown pasta, so it's not raw. So look, this is what we're looking for, like partially brown. But what's happening with me is that not all of them are like this, just some. So I'm moving it so the rest get fried as well. Maybe I should have started moving it before, but no regrets. I can move the rice away and give more chance to the pasta to get fried. Okay, the potato now feels soft, so I put it 4 minutes, half power. This is a piece of potato, so it depends on the size. Again, depends on the size of what you're putting in and the power of your microwave. So start with half power. With a potato, it takes longer, so you can put it half power 4 minutes, and but it needs to be on the back, and you need to cut it. So if you put the whole potato inside, the center of the potato won't get cooked. So you need to cut it. If you're going to put the whole potato, cut it in 3. Put it in a bag or in 4. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the potato in pieces. You don't have to cut it in pieces if you don't want to. I'm doing it because I like it that way. There's something about this type of potatoes, is they're kind of sweet. I don't know why. I like better the ones that are not sweet. But, well, you know. One thing you need to know about the potato, it doesn't need to be completely cooked, because we're going to put it in the water. The same with the chicken. It's prepared. It doesn't. Nothing will happen if you have the chicken completely cooked, but mine is almost cooked, almost ready. So now look, now you can see they're almost all like brown. Okay, also the rice looks a little bit brown. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put water to the half of it, maybe a little bit more, almost over the half, a little bit over the half. Now the quantity of water depends on how much water you will want in the food at the end. You can put less, but I would like to have a lot of water, so I'm putting more. And at the end you can separate the water from the food. Now you add the chicken dust, just 1/3, because the quantity we're making it, you can add it all if you want, depends on how strong you want the flavor. But we're going to put chicken on it, so now you can wait for the tomato. I'm gonna put some laurel on it. It's not necessary, but just put 2 little leaves on there to have a little bit of smell. It doesn't change that much the flavor, but it smells. But anyway, now I need to put some salt. And yes, I put like 1/3 of a spoon, but yeah, it's like, let's say, I know that for memory, but don't put too much salt because you can never come back. Just the tip of the spoon, like this quantity. Don't go over that because you can't go back with salt, but you can always add more salt later. So it's better, even if you don't want to, don't put the salt. I think that's the best option. I know how much salt I'm putting because I've done this before. So I just put like a little tip of salt, this quantity, from here to there. Now this is gonna take 20 minutes, sometimes 15, but I like it a little bit more overcooked, so 20 minutes. Now I'm gonna add the chicken. But you can wait because mine is not completely done. I will put it now. But if yours it's done, I wait until later just to get it wet. I'm gonna put some of the oil that came out of the chicken. This isn't really not healthy. It's very cholesterol saturated oil, but I like it. My potatoes are already cooked. So if I put them inside right now, they're gonna disappear in the water. They're gonna get dissolved. So if you like the little pieces, don't do it. Do it until you're finished. I like them to be dissolved, so I'm gonna put it in there. So that depends on you. You can wait until 15 minutes and then you put it. I'm not doing that because I like the potatoes to be dissolved in the water, and I'm doing it now. Also, this is like Tabasco sauce. This is a different brand. This can add a lot of flavor to it. You can put a little drops on it, or wait. You can also put. This is Worcestershire sauce. Worcester sauce. I always have issues to pronounce this. And so here's if I pronounce it wrong, that's too much because this will ruin the flavor if you put too much. Just I put just like 10 drops on it. And very important, you need to wait a little bit to put the tomato sauce. This one's tomato with onions. You can put only tomato. You can put real tomato on it. If you cut it in little pieces, you can add it now and it will got dissolved in the water. You can, what I do, I blend it. I blend like a quarter of onion in a blender, and I add the blended juice into it because I don't like the pieces of onion in my soup. There's people that doesn't care, so you can cut it. If you don't care, you can cut it in little pieces and put it in, but I like to blend it. So I don't feel the texture of the onion while I'm eating the soup. I think that's better. One thing you can add, it's the California mix that has carrots, corn, and I think broccoli. You can add vegetables into it. I like the California mix. I don't have one, but that's an option. You can put it. Or you can cut your onions if you like. Sorry, your carrots if you like carrots. You can cut your broccoli if you like broccoli. This will be the time to put it if it's not cooked. So it gets cooked, and it gets cooked very fast. See, this is going to take 20 minutes, so you need to put the broccoli right away. It's the first thing you need to put in the water. The California mix is already kind of cooked, but you can put it also there immediately. And that's it. Let's wait just 20 minutes. So 12 minutes had passed, and here you can see everything's large now. You can try one to see if it's done. Something I forgot to mention: if you want your tomatoes to get blended to the mix, you add it at the beginning. If you want to keep the vitamins and everything, you add it at the end. The same thing with the whole tomato. So now it's a little bit red. I will add some spice. That's my thing. I don't know if you like it or not. Also, one thing I like to do to make it more consistent, I add some, this is potato and dust. I just do it to make it more consistent. You don't need to do this. That's my thing also. And there it is. Yummy. So, let me put this correctly. Thank you very much for watching. That's my soup. It's yours now.